I got asked a very interesting question today. Was how do you be a good person for your kids to look up to? I say this is an interesting question for a few reasons. One, the person who asked me doesn't have any kids. Two, I don't have any kids. But it got me thinking. What is it that you need to be doing now to set yourself up for the future so that when you do have children, if that's what you want to do, right? And not everyone wants kids. Well, that's fine. You don't want kids, you don't want kids. It's all good, all good. But there's lessons to be learned regardless. And like I said, it got me thinking. I've been thinking about this all day long. And it comes down to who do you want to be in the future, and can you look back on who you are now? Can you go all the way back into your past, and can you go back and really look at yourself and be like, yes, I'm proud of who he was. I'm proud of the sacrifices that he made. I'm proud of what it is that I have done, what that person who used to be me, what he did way back when to set me up to be as successful as I am right now, right? Because that's really what we're looking for. We want to be our absolute best version of ourselves today, but also a better version tomorrow, and a better version after that, and a better version after that, better version after that. And I think that whether you want to have kids or not, having that goal in mind of being able to go back and look at where you came from, that's really what's going to set you apart. That is what you'll be able to point to. And if you have kids, say, hey, this is who I was, and look how far I've gone. It's where I came from, and now look at me. Look at where I've gone. Look at the example that I'm setting. Because realistically, whether you have kids or not, if you can look back at who you used to be and where you are now, look at that journey and be proud of yourself and say, oh yeah, I set a good example for myself. I overachieved on my own standards. Well, that right there, that's incredibly powerful. Because now you're not even relying on anyone outside of you for motivation. That's entirely based off of who you are and what you've done. And we talk about things like manufacturing confidence and building yourself up, becoming the best version of yourself, and all these things, but being able to fuel yourself so you constantly have that energy and that drive. Motivation is lacking because it's a moment. Motivation is just a time. It's a short burst of energy. It's like if you ever watch Fast and Furious, which is, in my opinion, one of the greatest franchises, one of the greatest movie franchises of all time is Fast and Furious. Not because they're actually quality movies. They're not actually quality movies. However, they've got longevity, and they are unapologetically who they want to be. They're genuine. They are authentic. They know what their identity is, and they lean into it super hard. They're not pretending to be realistic, not pretending to be any type of great script. They know what the tropes are, the memes, the family, all that kind of shit. And they're good with that. It's a cheesy ass action movie, but they stuck to exactly who they are the entire way. And you look back at what they started from to where they are now. Billions of dollars. Billions. Shit tons of money. Maybe hundreds of millions, I don't really know. I don't pay that close of attention to it, but they're on the 10th movie right now. They're on the 10th Fast and Furious movie. The only way that you get to do that is if you got longevity and you found your identity, and there's people that resonates with. And when we go back to that original question, how do you become a good person, become the man that your kids can look up to? At its core, beyond anything else, regardless of whatever priorities or judgments that you might have, you gotta be able to say, that's me. I'm authentic to me. That is the realest version of me. And because that is me, you know exactly who it is that you're looking up to. I don't have to pretend to be something I'm not. And the more you go on that journey of discovering yourself, who you are and who you need to become, the easier it'll be, obviously, to become a good person. Because if you have good principles, if you take care of yourself, you take care of those around you, right? You're reciprocal in exchanging value with people around you. When your friends have your back, you have your friends' back. Right? Things of that nature. That anyone who happens to spend time with you that really matters, that they're a part of your life, if you extend that same level of courtesy to them as, they desire for, and the level of consideration that, really a normal person can expect, just basic decency, odds are that if you become your truest, genuine, authentic self, and you resonate with just doing right by others, you're going to be, by all regards, probably a decent person, a good person. But in the very least, you're becoming someone that can be looked up to because you are yourself. And so keep that in mind. That if you're looking to plan for the future, you want to look 5 steps ahead, 10 steps ahead, whatever it might be. If you want to have kids one day, and you want to be able to be a role model for them, and even if you don't, if you want to be able to be a role model for yourself so that you can look back on what you've done and say, God damn, I'm fucking proud of myself. God damn, I am fucking proud of everything that I've accomplished so far and how it set me up to accomplish even greater things going forward. Then really you got to become who you are meant to be. You need to become yourself. And the quicker and more you lean into becoming yourself, the easier it's going to be for you to discover what it means to be a good person to you and what type of role model you want to be for yourself and your kids going forward.